So could we see anything tangible achieved from this meeting?
Well, the biggest tangible thing is just the warming itself. Relations between China and Japan have been terrible for years. So we've seen a steady warming of ties over the past few years that's really accelerated under President Trump. Trump's been hitting both countries on trade in particular, and so that has brought them both together. And so today, very warm words, red carpet for Abe. It's the first time a Japanese leader has been to Beijing with this kind of reception in about 7 years. So it's very significant in that sense, and they both pledged support for free trade and vowed to kind of accelerate talks on this Asia-wide free trade deal that doesn't include the United States.
Yeah, so a very significant meeting then. Talk us through some of the agreements that have been signed, Dan.
Yeah, there are about 50 business deals signed, most of them kind of MOUs, very small kind of things that might take a while to materialize. One of the most significant was backed by a lot of financial institutions on both sides, calling for an investment fund to invest in industrial cooperation and kind of facilitate trade between the two countries. They also revived a currency swap agreement for about $30 billion that was shelved in 2013. So there was progress on that front.
So what does this mean for where we go from here, not just in terms of relations between China and Japan, Dan, but also for the global geopolitical sphere? And of course, I'm talking about the US as well.
Yeah, a lot depends. Geopolitically, Japan is still very much a United States ally. So on geopolitical issues, on North Korea, for instance, on territorial disputes, Japan is still firmly with the US on that front. And those were the issues that really weren't talked about today. There was no agreement per se on any of these territorial disputes that tend to rankle ties between Japan and China. That said, the economic cooperation is very interesting, and it's showing that Abe is doing everything he can to kind of shore up Japan's interests right now, and China as well. They've got the trade war with Trump. They're looking for as many trading partners as possible, so they're looking to mitigate the damage there, and Japan is open to that.